and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a fun little book shopping video. So I went to 3 different used bookstores and I got 9 books for about $31, which is a steal. So the first place I went to is called Reread Books, and this place has 2 different bookstores inside of it. So there's the normal bookstore, and then a couple units away in the same little plaza they have the annex, which has more books. I love it here because there's always so many books that I find, and the aisles are so narrow and you just feel so cozy in there looking at all of the books. I've been here before and it's just always a good time. So I got 4 books from here. I got books 2 and 3 of the Percy Jackson Last Olympian series by Rick Riordan. I already have books 4 and 5 in hardcover, and I was looking for books 1, 2, and 3 in the same hardcovers, the same kind of editions, because I plan on rereading the series soon. I heard that I believe it's Disney Plus is going to be doing a new TV show like how they did with the Philip Pullman books, The Golden Compass. They redid the movie into a TV show, and I watched the first season. It was pretty good. So for them to do the same thing with The Last Olympian is really exciting because that movie was garbage, and that is an opinion I will stand on. So then I got City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I did read the first one and I didn't love it. I didn't really understand what the hype was, but I feel like you can't just read the first book in like a 14 book series and be like, yeah, I don't like it. I gotta give it a better try and read a couple more in the series. Like I want to read at least the first 4. I don't know. So I got the second one because they had the second one there. And the last book I picked up from Reread Books is H2O by Virginia Bergen. I don't really know too much about what this book is about. I know it's about acid rain and there's kind of like a post-apocalyptic vibe to this. I read some reviews on Goodreads and people are pretty 50-50 on this. Like a lot of people say it's just average, and then there's like the people that strongly say it's bad. And so I was curious enough about it to pick it up. I mean, it was only $1. I love post-apocalyptic books and zombies, natural disasters, like they always interest me. So I was really excited about this. Plus the cover is like kind of beautiful and it really just caught my eye. So if you open up the cover, these little things are actual holes in the cover, and then you have this like water drop kind of like little teaser into the book, and I thought that was really cool. So the next bookstore I went to is called The Book Rack. So this is the first time that I've ever been in this bookstore, and it was so cute. Everything was so organized in such a good way, and there was this cute little old lady who was so helpful and so nice. And I walked in immediately overwhelmed, and she was just like, can see how overwhelmed I was, and was like asking if I needed help. And then she gave me a whole rundown of the entire little store on where the genres are in which section, and she was just so nice. So from here I got 4 books and a little candle. I'll tell you about the little candle first. They had these little candles by the front door. There's like little ones like this and like bigger jar candles. This one is called Long Story Short. It's bourbon, mandarin, and vanilla scented, and it just smells really good. Like it smells sweet but citrusy. I'm really excited to like light this and like read some books and stuff. Okay, now for the books. So I was stuck at the cozy mystery section for a very long time. I think I was in the store for like maybe an hour and a half just looking at all the books. But anyways, so I really want to love cozy mysteries, and it's a big hurdle I have because I think I expect them to be more than what I should be expecting them to be, and I should really just enjoy them for the simplicity and the cozy vibes. So I picked up Dying for a Date by Cindy Sample. This is a little mass market paperback, and it's about this lady Laurel who is a divorcee, and she goes on a couple different dates, but every person that she went on a date with turns up dead, and she's looking like the main suspect. But it's so, like, the back makes it seem like she's completely oblivious to everything that's going on, and it just sounds like, it sounds funny, and it sounds like a cute little mystery. Like I think this would be fun, and I'm really gonna put some effort into enjoying this for what it is. Next I got The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I've actually never read a Nicholas Sparks book. I don't know, like I feel like weird never having read a Nicholas Sparks book. So I got The Notebook because I watched the movie and I absolutely loved it. I've rewatched it a couple times and I cry every single time, so I think I would enjoy the book. I kind of feel like everybody knows what The Notebook is about. It's If you don't, it's a love story. That's really all you need to know. So next I picked up Homecoming by Yagiasi. I'm really sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. This is a story about two sisters living in 18th century Ghana, where one of them marries an Englishman and moves to America, I believe, and the other one gets captured and sold into slavery. So the book kind of takes place over generations and generations, and how slavery affects people, both who were inside of it and who were not. So I think this is going to be a very interesting read. Like, the cover really caught my eye, like, besides the orange, it's just kind of beautiful. So the last book I picked up from the book rack is A Million Things by Emily Spur. I'm not gonna lie, this caught my eye because of how pretty the cover is. Like, I love the pink and I love the trees and the sunset, it's just such a pretty cover. So I read the back and it's about this girl who is living with her mother and her dog, and I believe her mother has a mental illness, but it's not exactly said what it is. And one day her mother goes missing. The daughter just carries on through life and her day-to-day and just kind of waits for her to come back until something happens to her neighbor, and her neighbor needs some help from the daughter, and the daughter is getting a little bit stressed out because she doesn't want people to know that her mother is missing. So this story is about abandonment and mental health, and I think a coming of age story. I don't know, it sounded very interesting and the cover really did catch my eye. So I was only planning on going to those two bookstores, but right outside of the book rack there was this little consignment shop. So I went in because I love consignment shops and thrift shops, and I feel like you can really find some gems in these kinds of places. So I did find a gem. I found one book, and then I got a couple shirts. I'll show you what those were too, because I'd be curious. I found All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. This actually has a Barnes & Noble sticker on the top. I was actually looking at this the last time I went to the bookstore, but I didn't get it because I wasn't totally interested in it, but it was $3 at this consignment shop, so I was like, I'll grab it. So this is a YA fantasy, and I believe it involves pirates and stuff. I'll just read you the back real quick. Okay, so there's a whole lot of words in here I don't think I'm gonna pronounce correctly. So it's about this girl who wants to rule her land, and something happens with her magic, and her people are kind of restless. Like, they want to make sure that she knows what she's doing and that they'll be safe in her hands. So she goes on this long journey where she helps a pirate kind of regain something that was taken from him. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna be honest, I picked it up because all of the water type stuff on the front, and it says she'll need to face legendary monsters, cross paths with vengeful mermaids, and deal with a stowaway she never expected. It has the word mermaid in the back, so I'm sold. Plus this also had some pretty good reviews on Goodreads. So then I just picked up this t-shirt. It says, be bold, be italic, never regular. It's so nerdy. I love it. I haven't actually tried it on, but I'm sure it fits. And then I also picked up this vest. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I really love it. I don't know, I got it, I'm excited. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books or if you're interested in reading any of them, because I think all of these sound interesting, honestly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.